Welcome back, everybody. So today we have Cyber Traps, and why I've said it before that it's probably one of the best variants of Cyber Dragon of the format. Why do I think that? Well, what are some of the best decks of the format? Virtual World. Okay, so spoiler, we're going to play Forbidden Droplet, and we're playing Cyber Trap, meaning we have a lot of traps. So we can send a trap with Droplet chained to VFD to negate it, and now Chuchi can't respond to protect it from our Droplet. So we have a really good out there. We are still going to play the Gamma, so we have another main deck out there. And additionally, what if you don't open those? Well, guess what? You can still kaiju it to at least clear it. You can then contact the kaiju away, or you can set a bunch of trap cards and out it that way on your opponent's next turn, because we do play traps that can out it. So yeah, that's like, okay, VFD resolved. I'm just going to set 3 or 4 back row. Your turn, you go, and now I'm going to stop you with my back row. So it doesn't have a bad matchup really there versus Virtual World, but it's still Cyber Dragon and can go second really, really well. Other decks like Drytron, kind of the same thing. If they lock you out with the Vanity's Ruler, well, guess what? You set your traps, because our traps can out that Vanity's Ruler. So we have ways around it that way. So again, it's not like these decks where they put out these boss monsters that just prevent you from playing. Not only can our monsters, like with the Cyber Dragon combos, cards like that, do a lot of damage, the traps are really good if you can't play the game because of your opponent's field, to just set them and, well, wait a turn. Like, all the traps that we play in the main deck are functional first and second. So I do actually, I'd still pick to go second, honestly, with the deck, because like the traps in the main deck function really well going second too, assuming you're like, I mean, you'll see, we'll talk about it, but yeah, I would still go second with this deck. So let's go ahead and get on into the deck list. One Cyber Dragon. It's, come on guys, it's the trap build. You know we're only playing the one Cyber Dragon. Additionally, from that, now we're gonna go ahead and play 3 Cyber Dragon Core. It's the best card in the deck, at least main deck, like monsters. It's a 1-card Dragoon. This plus any extender is basically like your Infinity Dragoon. Like, it's really just the card you always want to see. So we do play 3 of it. 3 Cyber Dragon Hers. Again, it's probably the best extender in the deck. It's really, really strong. It's a level 1 for Anima, because some people don't play around that. It gets us our core back. It recycles the one Naxter that we play. It gets to Cyber Dragon to combo with Galaxy Soldier. Like, it really does a lot. And there's like times where, say, you open Hers, Kaiju, and Galaxy Soldier, and you're like, oh, well, at least I can make Infinity or Dragoon. No, just normal summon your Hers, link it off, search your Cyber Dragon. Now you pitch your Kaiju and Cyber Dragon for your soldiers, make your Nova, revive back a Cyber Dragon, make your Infinity, and then the revived one with the Anima. Now you can make a Verde, the Anima possibly clearing out an opponent's monster too, but then you make a Verde and you still get a Dragoon off of it. So it's, Hers is really, really good. The one Naxter, 3 Galaxy Soldier. I know some people cut it. Yassine and sorry guys, Alex, our friends at Alex YGO, or Alex Yu-Gi-Oh. I'll throw his channel link in the description below. He just actually put his updated trap list. It's really, really solid too, but they swear by no Galaxy Soldier, and hey, they're pretty good players and it works for them, so we definitely trust that it works, and we're just not quite ready to go that route. We do have our Galaxy Soldier, and again, I'll have his channel, or maybe I'll just link that, his updated trap deck, for you guys in the link below. Check it out and follow him. He's got a, I believe he's working on some other variants and some spicy things, so it's going to be really cool to see what he does there. Double Jizukiru. It's a Kaiju. It's strong. I like Kaijus this format. I'm tired of getting Kaiju this format, that's for sure. But it's searchable, and we don't always want to search it, so it's nice to see it a little bit more. 2 provides that. 3 Gamma. It's the one hand trap we're playing. Imperm, not that great this format, and we don't play Trap Trick anyway to, well, not burn through all of our cards. We'll cover Trap Trick here in a little bit once we get there. So Gamma Driver, it's pretty mandatory in most decks. Like, it's insane, and it's just a really good out to VFD. Red Eyes, Dark Magician. Yeah, we're playing Dragoon. Like, Dragoon's too good not to play it. It's too easy to make not to play it. It's too easy to get negated twice and then still make it. So like, it's good. 3 Galaxy. Wow, time for bed. 3 Cyber Emergency, 1 Repair Plant, 1 Rev System. Pretty standard ratios there, nothing too spicy or different. The Rev System, basically because Core being a 1-card combo then. 1 Red Eyes Fusion, 3 Forbidden Droplet. So obviously Forbidden Droplet's really, really strong. And like I said, we have a higher trap count with 11. And odds are you'll open at least one. So even if they get to VFD, if you open your droplet, odds are you'll have a trap that you can just pitch for your droplet, and then they can't respond with the Chuchi. So that's always a really good thing there. 3 Cosmic Cyclone. Oh, and don't just shotgun your droplet and so they active and pitch a monster and a trap. Like, just wait for them to use the VFD, then drop your droplet. Because I've seen people do that. They'll pitch a monster and a trap, so that way they can't respond with VFD or the trap. But you don't care if they activate VFD. Like, just use your droplet in chain to the VFD, since it's going to negate it anyway. But you send a trap, so that way they can't respond with the Chuchi. 3 Cosmic Cyclones. Really good, this format. I like it as my form of removal because Eldritch is very, very popular, and obviously they float, so you want to just banish them. And hitting things like, actually, I don't know how many times I'm actually going to say actually here, but actually the last time. So, Cosmic Cyclone, like versus Invoked, it's not a bad call to, when they use Invocation. It's going to sound weird, but I actually saw it on Facebook and I was thinking about it. I was like, that actually might not be terrible, because, I mean, what else are you going to do? Hit Meltdown? Well, if Meltdown already resolved, like, they don't care about it anymore. You could hit, like, a back row if they're probably playing Dogmatica or Eldritch. So, I mean, I guess at your discretion, but depending what variant they're playing, using Cosmic Chain to Invocation and to banish it isn't a bad idea, because now they can't banish Invocation to get Alistair back to their hand and shuffle it back into the deck. Like, you just kind of really hurt the grind game there. You leave Alistair banished, now the spell's banished, and you're just, well, we out Macabre pretty easy, so we're not too afraid of him. Trap lineup. We went with these traps because they're good going first or second. How are traps good going second? Well, by that I mean, if you have to set 3 and pass, I wanted to be able to set 3 traps that are all going to do something on my opponent's turn again. You can use Ice Dragon's Prison to out their board, to defend yourself, to put pressure onto them, to stop their combo. You can use Torrential Tribute to blow up their field. And if you have Dragoon, it can't be destroyed by card effect. So they summon something, you Torrential, you blow up the field, but Dragoon stays on the field. And additionally then, Dogmatica Punishment, you can send your Intis, destroy the monster you targeted, and then Intis can pop another card. So that's what I mean by cards that are good going second as well. Extra deck, we have 1 Chimera Tech Mega Fleet, double Fortress. I mean, you're going to see this in a lot of my profiles right now, guys. 1 Mega Fleet's plenty. I do like the 2 Fortress. Comes up about half the time, I'd say, give or take. A little less in these builds, but my, like, Pure/Dragoon builds, I actually play 3 Kaiju, so it comes up a lot more. The 1 Macabre, 2 Intis, 1 Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, and then Dragon Master Knight. Why on earth are we playing this? Is it for the LOLs? It's for the memes? It's actually, we're serious, guys. Like, think about this. What happens if your opponent's got a really big monster and your only way to out it is punishment? You have to be able to have a monster in your extra deck with more attack. So we don't want to just throw a 3k in here to, you know, pitch for it. Not only that, Dinosaur's pretty good. What about Conductor Tyranno? Like, you want to get rid of that Tyranno. Obviously, if they have missed protecting it, that's a different story. But something like that, where it's more than 3,000 attack or defense, and you need to get over it, you send your Dragon Master Knight. Like, it's 5,000 attack. So yeah, say bye-bye to their card. So we actually, like, dead serious playing this card because of that. It's a punishment target that basically destroys anything in the game for the most part. There are going to be cards that won't, I know, so you don't have to let me know down below, but that's why it's there. 100% serious on it. Whenever I play punishment, I actually throw it into my decks because, well, like I said, it's a 5,000 beater that you can, so you pop a card. It's 5,000, guys. That's a lot. 2 Cyber Dragon Nova, now that we're done with our fusions. Kind of looks almost like an old school Cyber Dragon build with a whole bunch of fusions. I mean, realistically, we don't use any fusion spells except for the fusion spell that we don't actually use because we send it with a link to bring out a Red Eyes card in Cyber Dragon. But that's a story for another day. 2 Cyber Dragon Nova, 1 Infinity, the 1 Salamangreat Almirage Link Spider. If you watched our recent Synchro updated build, We said Link Spider because if you get Nibiru'd on Nova, you summon your Makaba. Nibiru's going to run over the Makaba, but now you can link the token away for a Link Spider, and you can still make your Verde, make your Dragoon, pop the Nibiru, burn for 3,000, and then you still have your Dragoon on the field. One, relinquished Anima. Like I said, it punishes players for not thinking, or if you use cards and kind of stop their play when they don't want to stop, then sometimes they'll have a card and you can use Anima, or you can like kaiju them and put it in zone 2 or 4, Anima. Now you have a 3,300 beater and Anima. Then one Verde Anaconda. Side deck, we are going triple Lancia. Card's really good this format. 2 Ash, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster for a little more back row removal. 3 XYZ Encore, card's really good. Draw your card, activate XYZ Encore targeting the all Zodiac card that your opponent has, so they can't just pop with Trident, targeting obviously the VFD, and then they can't respond to anything in, well, response. Different Dimension Ground, probably one of my favorite strictly going first cards. We did main deck this, if you watched that video I posted a while back, and D-Barrier, but those are cards that if your opponent sets up a board, they're not good anymore. They're dead cards, so we wanted traps that are good going first or second main decked. And our side deck, we just didn't have room for D-Barrier, and I felt that Dimension Ground is the better of the two. Then 3 evenly matched for all the Eldritch running around everywhere. So this is my take on Cyber Trap. It's definitely not as heavy on the traps. And why did we cut Trap Trick? So when we played Trap Trick, I felt obligated. Like there'd be hands where I set a Trap Trick, and now you're basically forced to use those 2 if you're going to use them this turn before you use Trap Trick, because then you can only use 1 more trap that turn. Additionally, the Trap Tricks, I felt like I was just burning through my deck. I'd be like, you banish 1, you open 1, you Trap Trick for another that you need next turn. Now you have none left, and then it's like, oh, I could really use this card, but you burnt through them. Like, and if you just play 2 ofs with the Trap Trick, you basically get 1 use out of them. And I just felt like I was burning through the resources in the deck too fast. And realistically, instead of Trap Trick, if I open one of these other traps, I just hold it in my hand and set it next turn, and I got another really good disruption. So I felt Trap Trick was kind of unneeded. And that's our Cyber Trap build, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hit the subscribe button if you are not already. Our no dupe Cyber Dragoon list will be up here in a couple days, along with our how to beat Drytron, and we'll cover some other decks such as Virtual World, again an updated one since the deck slightly evolved and people got a little bit better with it, and like some Eldritch, Zodiac Eldritch, and I don't know what else we're gonna do, but we'll have some more how to beats and stuff like that. So yeah, take care, guys. See you next time.